Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, thanks for joining this morning webinar. My name is Sunny. I'm the Sales Director for Signup Malaysia. With here this morning, my colleague Winnie. She's the Inside Sales Manager handling the trading sales in Signup. SK is the Account Manager or Sales Manager for the software solutions in Signup. Not to forget, my dear team, Tasha and Fifi, they are in the webinar. For information, the entire webinar will be recorded. In case you need a copy of the webinar, right, let us know. We will send the file to you. Let's give a bit of background about Signup. We started in the 1999. We started as a company. Right? At present, we are 22 years in the market. We have in-house support engineer, my own R&D team for the software development, which is called Omaya and Kiwire. And we also have 24/7 call center support because we are not only support in Malaysia, we also support other countries in the region. Right. We also did quite a number of hardware integration for wireless access point. And last but not least, right, we set up Signup Academy back in 2018. Basically, Academy is for free training to our partners and customers on the product we are selling in Signup. So you want to know further information, right? Please check our website under events. You can see a list of upcoming webinar and so training on our product. Okay. So in today, our business divided into 4 segments. First, we do software solutions, distribution, training, and consultancy. This is what we've been doing for the past 15 years. Earlier, we did not really focus on software solutions until like 2001. We start do our first Captive portal. Now, this is a product we carry today. Look at the upper portion, the software, Kiwire Captive portal and Omaya Footfall people coming system. These are 2 in-house products developed by Signup, and our insertion not only in Malaysia, also in other countries like in Singapore, Cambodia, Vietnam, Spain, Ecuador, and Saipan. The product we distribute like Microtech, Ubiquity, Mosa, IBCom, Fresh Start, Evo, and custom software for MySQL database. So this is our presence, our clientele international market actually. So these are our clients. We have done deployment over the years. You can see we have telco, we have campus, we have hotels, we have shopping malls, we have smart city Wi-Fi. Now, Kiwire is today's our 4th generation of Captive portal we have developed since 2001. And despite other Captive portal systems, we have changed the entire concept in Kiwire version 3. We are more focused on Wi-Fi marketing and big data collection. So the latest version is Kiwire 3.0, the latest version. We started 1.0, 1.11, 1.2, then 2.0, then to 3.0. So basically, Kiwire, we can run on the cloud. Right? Our cloud data center is in World Cup Singapore, or you can run on premises, or some of our customers, right, they have more than one location, they go for the multi-tenant version. For example, you have 2 properties or 3 properties. Right? You want to use a single Kiwire, a single database, you can use the multi-tenant version. Based on the Wi-Fi marketing, in today, right, you go to most of the cafe, you see a login page, right, with a nice video file there. This is what we can do over in Kiwire. You want to track like how many unique users, how many impressions to show the customer, hey, how many people have used the ads on a daily basis. In terms of login methods, right, in the traditional way, we use a voucher code, right, and then we use a password and so on. But in today, what we do, right, we use social sign-on, right, interface with those third-party office system like Microsoft 365, Active Directory, and LDAP. Last one is on the Wi-Fi analytics. Basically, in today, right, data is important for everybody. You like to know your customer behavior, right? How often they come to your sites, how often they use internet at your premises. Now, these are some of features in Kiwire version 3. So the most important thing we do in Kiwire version 3, right, is the customized page designer. That means customer, right, you can design your own landing page, right? You can change as and when you like. It's like the old method. You want to do a landing page design, you have to call the vendor do it for you. But in Kiwire version 3, you don't need to anymore. User can design their own login page. After that, right, you can design your own journey of the login flow. Then in terms of the compliance, Kiwire does comply with GDPR and PDPA. Right? And also we have this 2-way authentication for administrator to do some changes in Kiwire. For example, you modify certain pricing or codes or set up some package in the system, you need to have a 2-way authentication. This to ensure the security. In terms of integration, Over the years, we did like SMS integration like Truro, or some local SMS gateway like Genesis, right? And then email integration just Mailchimp Mini. And then we've done quite a number of hotel system interface in terms of local and international branding, right? The login methods, right? We have done quite a few, as I mentioned earlier, like Facebook, Twitter, and right now I think we are doing TikTok actually. Then we also have our own API. So for some of our clients, right, we want to develop apps on top of Kiwire, right? We just have the API ready for you to develop. Then the survey form allows you to have a survey to let your customer tell you what's the feedback on your premises in terms of services or your locations and stuff. Then in terms of the marketing platform, in today, right, people is moving to digital. So in terms of like what you can do on the Wi-Fi landing page, right, you can do your own advertisement, your own branding, or you can sell ad space to third party. From there, you can put your coupons, right, and then your discount vouchers and stuff on the landing page. So users can screen cap it and then redeem their freebies and so on. In terms of reporting analytics, right, we have input for lot in the version 3. Now we have about 100 reports in our reporting file actually. Now, these are the interfaces we have in Kiwire. First, on the left-hand side is hotel PMS integration. We have local brand like IDB, eSoft, ABS, right? And then for international, we have Opera, Info, Oasis, and then Rauta from Indonesia. We also Comanche, we did for Thailand market, and ECPMS. In terms of payment gateway, right, you can see quite a number of integration in terms of local and internationally. The latest one is to on Sarawak Pay, that's for the Sarawak state actually. For social sign-on, this is what we have today. As I mentioned earlier, right, I think we are in the midst of doing the TikTok integration because now most of the youngsters, right, they're using TikTok instead of Facebook and stuff. In terms of authentication server, we have this like Office 365 for authentication, single sign-on for campus, Active Directory for corporate or LDAP. Right. For the API email marketing, right, the system does have the Mailchimp and Mac Mini integration. So basically, in Kiwire, right, we have simple CRM. So whatever data is collected, like email, right, from social media, right, you can just easily export the data to Mailchimp and Mini to do email marketing. Last but not least, we also integration with this core accounting software, mostly for hospitality. We have this FCS, 3CJ, and Joe Data. Now, what's the difference between a premises and Kiwire account? Basically, it's the same for the features, but the difference is for the premises, you need to have a dedicated server installed on your premises. That means you purchase the server, install the operating system, install the software, and stuff and so on. Right? Of course, good is the local database and the local connectivity could be faster because you're in the environment, and security-wise, it's more secure because you know where your server are, you know where the database are, so you know where it's actually. So a lot of people still prefer the premises version because they don't trust that they put their data into an unknown location or unknown place. But due to the technology today, most of people are going for cloud also because first thing on cloud, right, they can save the cost on purchasing the hardware at the hotel or at the premises or the shopping mall or the campus. And so currently our cloud is at Google Cloud Singapore, so we're doing active passive, so the time is like minimum, or I should say no. In terms of like software update for Kiwire Cloud, once the software, we have new version of software or a new release, right, we will update automatically. Prior before that, we inform the users. So we send them the feature list, this is what we have for version 3.4 or 3.5, then they say, okay, we'll update from there. Now, let me show you some of the login flow example. Now, as I mentioned earlier, right, Kiwire version 3, right, we are more on doing big data collection and data accuracy. Some of the customers, right, they still prefer to use email verification. That means if I come to your premises, I open the browser, right, then the login page will come out. They ask you for your name, your phone number, and an email address. Upon you enter all this information, we will redirect you to your email, or we give you 5 minutes lead time to go to your email to do verification of your email address, so that this will ensure data accuracy. Because a lot of people, right, if they don't do this, right, they simply key in an email address which is fake or not real one, you wouldn't know. But by doing this email verification, right, the data accuracy is almost like 100%. Unless the guy got 5 or 6 emails, then it's different. Now, instead of social login, right, it's much straightforward. For example, you are using Facebook, right? You click on the Facebook sign on. So from there, you click login, then we authenticate you. But at the back, Kiwire will capture your Facebook account, your name, your email address, and your gender. Or depends also like what Facebook allows us to capture. Last time, remember that can capture the age group. Now I'm not too sure whether you can do that or not. So in terms for new user registration, basically you can come up with a list of information you want to correct. Normally people ask for your name, your email, and phone number. From there, you authenticate. So of course, I prefer that, right? You can do a short adjustment like 15 seconds or 10 seconds for them to view before their registration. Now, this is a sample location for our customer. It's called Kiwire Hotel. You can see, right, there's two different location screen here. On the left is a user registration. It's more for like walk-in guests to the coffee house or to their gym and so on. The other one is the in-room screen that you can see in the room. So basically in this hotel, right, we interface a PMS system called IDD. So that means when the guests check in the room for the Wi-Fi, right, they use the room number as their login ID, possibly the last name or first name. Another example is for theme park. This is done by the Bay in Singapore. So basically over here, right, they'll ask you to key in your email, your country of residence, and your age group. Now this for retails, this for Capital Mall in Singapore. So basically, this one a bit straightforward. You can see the Wi-Fi logo in the center screen. You click the logo, you can use internet, which authenticate you immediately. But at the background, we do all this process for them. I mean, just design the login process for the journey. Now for the Kiwire campaign, what's so good about the campaign in Kiwire? Right? So basically, for example, you have a new product want to launch. So a lot of people they create like brochures and flyers and do like advertisement review and so on. But how about within your premises, within your hotels, within your shopping mall, your campus announcement? What you can do, right? You can use Kiwire campaign, right, to use the landing page, right, digital format, to send the information out to your customer or to the audience. So basically, by doing that, right, first thing, you can quickly launch your product immediately, right, on the landing page. When people use the Wi-Fi in a mall, hotels, you can see the new product over there. For example, hotel, you have an F&B promotion, right? You use the banner or video file, right, to put in the login page. So all your guests can see, so that they know that this new product in the hotels. So from there, probably you can engage some sales. So besides that, right, you can even sell your ad space to a third party. For example, a shopping mall, you can talk to a vendor, your supplier, hey, I got this video file, digital format at my Wi-Fi login page. Are you keen to advertise, So basically, you can do that in the landing page, or login page, I should say. Also, like the ads, the promo ads. For example, I click on the promo ads on the landing page, right? I can get discount or get vouchers or whatnot. Now, another good thing about this campaign, right? We'll detect the first time login user, right? Let's say using a social sign-on, we know your age group and gender, right? We can display the ads there based on your age group category and your gender. So this is one of the good features that in Kiwire. Besides that, some of the customer might not be in the mall for like 6 months or 5 months or 1 year. So when we know that this guy logged in again, right? Hey, this guy is back with us. We can trigger some information to him, like for example, like welcome back, to our Mr. So and so, and from there, right, you can send them some vouchers or whatnot, like coupons to them, through SMS, or even though you can send to their email, or you can put on the landing page. So from there, there's a screen capture the screen that can redeem the free gift from there. So basically, this is what you can do in Kiwire version 3. Now, the campaign engine is very straightforward. First, on Connect, what you want them to see, what message you would like to deliver to your customer, to your user. Like, for example, a video ads. Right? Or after that, on login, what you want to collect. For example, like their email, or their phone number, or their gender. Because in Kiwire, right, it can design the field you wanted in the system. Right? So beside that, at the back end, right, we know, hi, this is a new user, or this is an existing return user, right? And then how much time they spend on using internet. And then last thing when actually. We can even do a targeted ads based on gender and age group. So after all this login process, towards the end, when they log in, authenticate, where you want them to redirect to, or to your Facebook page, or to your promotion page, or to your website. So all this can be done in Kiwire. On top of that, right, let's say the user browsing internet, right, I can do a web push notification to them to say, hey, buy a coffee now at Starbucks at 10 ringgit or 5 ringgit. So they can use the message and go to Starbucks and redeem the discount from there. In some cases, right, we do work with a third-party company to do some promotion apps over there. That means they download the apps, they go free Wi-Fi. We can do that in Kiwire. Now, as I mentioned earlier, right, Kiwire version 3 is more basically based on data collection. So how we do that? So first thing is we use a social network sign-on. So from there, right, we capture the name, the email, right, or even self sign-on, right? So all this is captured from system. So from there, you can integrate with the wheelchair Mac Mini. You can send them promotions and keep them in the loop. What's happening in your premises? For example, you have a promotion on this day. You have mid-year sales. You have high-year sales, Chinese New Year sales, and so on. So all this information, right, you can send them via email at no cost, right? So keep updating what's happening. So make sure these people keep remember your shopping mall or your hotels or your business. Because last but not least, you can do a survey form on the landing page, right? So basically, you ask them the feedback of your premises, whether they like it, don't like it, how often they come to the mall, right? Any suggestion and idea. Probably after survey form, right, it gives them vouchers and coupon to reward them. So all the features already made in Kiwire. So the benefit of Wi-Fi marketing, right? You can blast promotion through emails, SMS. Of course, SMS has a charge there, right? And then make sure they always remember that you always remember them, because we as a consumer, we always like to right, the place we go, right? They will remember us, update us, so that we feel that we are being valued at that sense. Because a lot of hotels, right, they always look for the new customer. But what happened to the existing customer, like shopping mall? They always look for new shoppers to attract to the mall. But existing shoppers, right, basically they did their business already. So most of the time, right, they should focus more on the existing customer, so that they keep getting recurring business from them. We also, in Kiwire, can understand the user behavior, like in the day, right, which hours they go to the mall and use internet, right, how long they stay in the mall, right. So last but not least, again, is a survey form, right? Ask them how you feel the mall environment or hotel environment or the premises, so that you can provide better experience for them. Now, there's one of the key features that Kiwire can do is called the campaign remarketing. Let's say I come to the mall, or come to the hotels, or come to your premises. I use social sign to sign on, like Facebook. So after you go, right, I still can even push ads to your Facebook account. So it means even though the shoppers or the hotel guests not in the hotel or in the shopping mall, I still can sell them something. For example, discount room rate, discount food voucher for shopping mall, and so on. So all this can be done in Kiwire. So we call it campaign remarketing. So this to make sure you constantly update to your shoppers or to your guests, right, what's happening in the mall or in the hotels. Now, in terms of reporting, we quite a number of reports. Most importantly, we have this summary overview of your users. So how many users use internet per day, right? And then how often they log in, how much space they utilize, right? And then what sort of device they're using. And most importantly, on the landing page, the video file, we have this called unique user and impression report. So we see the impression report will tell you, right, each campaign you're running, each video file you're running, how people look at your video file, how many impressions being seen per day. And for the user login means, in the impression, after the impression, the look at adjustment, right, how people log in to use internet over there. So basically, all this report, right, is ready for you to build the system. You see at the screen here, like how many people use Wi-Fi on a daily basis, the bank utilization, because most of the customers ask us actually, hey, how much do I need for my internet, for my hotels and my shopping mall? So we are like, well, we're not too sure, because we can tell they can use 100 meg, 200 meg, but at the end of the day, like, also based on the period of 1 or 2 months, right? From there, you know what's the traffic like. So from there, we can advise you. So therefore, in Kiwire, right, we have this bank report to tell you on a daily basis, on a monthly basis, right, how much bank we utilize in the mall or hotels. So from there, we give an estimation. How much money should we take? In terms of campaign reports, right, as I mentioned earlier in the slide, right, this is easy for you to sell a new product at faster ways using the digital format. For example, you are launching a new product in your premises. So the fastest way, right, whoever log into internet Wi-Fi, the login will come out and show a product. So from there, you can try to attract them or lead them to click on the advertisement to get more details from there. So let's go a bit of a success story. So this is the hotel in Langkawi. So basically, we installed the guest Wi-Fi here, right, with interface hotel PMS system. There's Opera. Right, we've done almost like 4 years already, and now they're still using it. And this Sarawak Wi-Fi from Sarawak government. So basically, Richnet is a local VSAT provider in Sarawak. We install Kiwire at 200 remote location. Remote location means the location, right, you can't go by car. You have to walk, take a boat, climb the mountain, or you can reach to the village. So basically, they use the internet satellite to provide Wi-Fi to the people in the village, and they're using Kiwire Catapult for the authentication. This is Miasat. Miasat, another VSAT supplier in Malaysia. So far, we deploy more than 1,000 sites across Malaysia in rural area, like in deep in the jungle, right? There's no 3G or 4G or 5G there, right? There's no phone line, there's no streaming, nothing there actually. So basically, people will reach out the world. What Mesa did, right? They kind of product called Connect now. They brought a Wi-Fi, a pay Wi-Fi over there. People can click on it and buy subscribe their services. So basically, the backend engine from Kiwire. Then the other one is Garden by the Bay. So Garden by the Bay basically provide free Wi-Fi at the entire theme park. So we do the people counting for that, the footfall system for that. So basically, when people walk inside the theme park, we will know how many people is in the theme park, and on top of that, right, how long they stay in each location. So basically, this is the project we did for Garden by the Bay in Singapore. Another project we did for Singapore is in Rio City. It's a shopping mall under Maple Tree. So basically, same thing like Garden by the Bay. They install our Kiwire or Maya at the mall to monitor the shoppers' traffic, right? Also to monitor the usage of Wi-Fi in the shopping mall. Of course, when I talk about Singapore, right, people always ask me a question. Hey, the bandwidth is so cheap in Singapore, means why should they use the more Wi-Fi? But I know, probably it's a human behavior, because for me, in certain area, I use the more Wi-Fi because our telco line, there's no signal coverage inside shopping mall. So it depends on individual preference. Okay, so that's about it. You have any question to ask? Okay, I got a message from Highwood. I think SK answered it. Yes, correct. SK was saying that due to a Facebook policy, we no longer allowed to do a forced like on the Facebook page actually. Okay, SK, please get back to Zamri on the cost for the Kiwire cloud on premises. Okay, Musfira asked a question. Can Kiwire integrate with Aruba? Yes, we can integrate Aruba controller. In fact, what Kiwire does, right, we can interface with a type of controller like Aruba, Cisco Meraki, Ruckus, Cambian, Rugi, Fortinet, Huawei, contact quite a fair bit we do that actually. Let me give an example of a project in Singapore, Capital Mall, where I integrate Kiwire direct with Cisco Meraki controller. Okay, Lam asked a question. Kiwire able to filter a website being browsed? No, because if we do that, consider hacking of user device already. What we do, right, we propose you a third-party called Fresh Start. For Fresh Start, we're able to track which website they're being browsed actually, in general, but not an individual. Okay, Moose are asking, is it possible to have a temporary login for an event user? Yes, you can, because inside Kiwire, right, you can set a profile for temporary usage for 1 hour, 2 hours. From there, you can determine the charges, like whether free or chargeable. So is there any more questions on that? Okay, if not, I'd like to end this one session. We have a question, right? You can send to us, Kiwire able to control the max usage data? Yes, we do data quota control. So let's say, for example, in a campus environment, a user giving, say, 2 gig quota, right? Upon utilize the 2 gig quota, right? You have two ways to do it. Either you straight away cut it to like 0 usage, or you can route it to like lower band usage, like 256 kbps. Of course, before that, right, we probably a message say, hey, your data are low, please contact your administrator. Yes, we can do that. So is there any more questions to know? You request a demo, please contact SK. SK will arrange a demo. Even for a trial account, SK can arrange for you. Okay, if not, I want to end the session here. Sorry. Able to do management inside Kiwire? Yes, you can do a badge management inside the Kiwire Moose. Okay, for hosting account, we have you need a fixed IP actually. But the site, you don't need, you just need a dynamic IP. I think there's one question right now, people ask me the most inside. The Mac auto login. I think the Mac auto login now is a bit challenging because our phone, right, they keep changing the Mac ID every day. But let's say you're using it in the same SSID environment, this issue is able to solve it actually. So is there any more questions to ask? Okay, if not, I'd like to end this one session. Thanks for attending. I think our next webinar will be on, I think, next Thursday, you're mistaken. It's on the IBCom. After we have this on Maya workspace. Hope you guys free to join on that. So thanks all for attending this one meeting. Stay safe. We'll see you soon again. Thank you. Bye-bye.